Recently, some users on Twitter, along with SuperMega, the 1 million sub YouTube channel, have found a new streamer to make fun of. That being TheFaithfulSheriff, who was known online before as Dr. Witnesser. Now, Dr. Witnesser was a streamer who got into controversy a few years back for going into Fortnite games and telling people about God. However, he received multiple bans from Twitch because even at one time he went and told a Muslim child that he would go to hell, with Twitch banning him for harassment. Anyway, now he has returned to YouTube using a Peanut VTuber avatar, and SuperMega decided to edit the Faithful Sheriff's avatar with a body part attached that I can't name and we can't show, and the Faithful Sheriff got into a whole back and forth and ended up threatening to sue SuperMega. There's lots to get into, so let's just jump in. Welcome to the internet versus SuperMega and the Faithful Sheriff. It starts with an old post by SuperMega back in December where they posted the burnt peanut with the edited image and the caption, "Bro, no way they actually used the picture." And then they quote tweeted their own post with an edit of the Faithful Sheriff saying, "The Faithful Sheriff asked us to recreate this image using his likeness so he can feel more included." And the Faithful Sheriff replied, "What the dingle?" And YVL Chud says, "Why would you ask for this, weirdo?" And the Faithful Sheriff says, "It's obviously a joke, you dunce." Avery says, "I just watched your stream where you talked about how much of a sin lust is. Why would you ask for this?" And then Faithful Sheriff made a new post replying to SuperMega saying, "I didn't think I would have to post this, but apparently some of y'all are a little slow. I don't know these people, and I never asked for this. Obviously this is a joke that they did." And Axo replies, "Lying is a sin, along with gluttony." SuperMega replied to Faithful Sheriff by saying, "You requested us to do this for you?" And Faithful Sheriff replied, "What in the world are you talking about? No, I didn't." And Reagan says, "I was in the room, bro. I heard you ask for this." And the Faithful Sheriff says, "What room are you talking about?" And Riker says, "The room, man. You were on board?" And Faithful Sheriff says, "What room and when was this? Like you all are seriously trolling right now?" And Reagan says, "No, bro, we all were in the room when you asked the funny brothers to do this." And Faithful Sheriff says, "Yeah, okay, buddy. Then why the hell aren't you telling me what room this was? When and where this happened, huh? Was I on the phone? Discord? Then SuperMega replies to the burnt peanut with the caption, "Dude," attaching this image of edited DMs where the Faithful Sheriff sends a message to SuperMega saying, "Hello, I'm a Christian content creator and part of the Peanutverse. I hear you guys are responsible for the burnt peanut meme where his penis is exposed. Please make a version of that epic meme for the Faithful Sheriff." And SuperMega replies with a question mark, and the Faithful Sheriff replies in this edited image saying, "Here's a picture of my real penis that you can use." And then there is a picture attached. The Faithful Sheriff then posts the post by SuperMega on his own page of the original image saying, "Apparently you know you've hit the big time when they do this to ya. If anyone doesn't know, obviously they are joking. I don't know who these people are and I never asked for this." And Hilo Lolol replies, "It's not even realistic. Your isn't that big." And the Faithful Sheriff replies with a frowning emoji. Dolph replies, "Sheriff, as a father of 3 that loves your content, I'm really sad to see you engage with this kind of content, and to not even censor the image on the bottom, you've hit a new low. I can't in good Christian conscience allow my kids to watch your stream anymore. Good day." And Faithful Sheriff replies, "Seriously, knock it off. I didn't request this stuff. They're lying." Pluie replies to Faithful Sheriff's post by saying, "Why did you request this? I am disappointed. I loved your fart jokes and you grooming kids to work for ICE. You are the worst. I will not let my kids watch your streams." All Up to Roach quote tweets to the Faithful Sheriff by saying, "Big time, looks below, 1-inch penis. Sure, buddy, big time." And Faithful Sheriff quote tweets him by saying, "Your mom was calling it big time last night, buddy." And All Up to Roach says, "I could deadass a face you." And Lux replies to Sheriff by saying, "This isn't very Christian-like of you, buddy." And then Faithful Sheriff replies with a video attached to an independent tweet he made with the caption, "The account SuperMega are 100% lying and they keep telling people I requested this. I will be pursuing legal action for defamation."
Okay, well, I didn't think I'd ever have to defend myself of something like this, but as some of you might know, this random Twitter guy named SuperMega tweeted out something that's inappropriate that I can't show you, but it's a picture of my avatar with a wiener on it. And at first, I thought it was funny. These guys have like 200,000 something followers on Twitter or X and 1 million on YouTube. At first I thought it was funny and I was like, haha, okay, they're posting this as a joke, haha. Okay, yeah, that's funny, cool, haha. They said that the Faithful Sheriff asked us to recreate his image using his likeness so he can feel more included. As some of you might know, this is a recreation of a burnt peanut image of his private parts. The problem is I never talked to these these guys. I never asked for this. So obviously I thought it was a joke. I thought they were just kidding. So I responded. I didn't think I would have to post this, but apparently some of y'all are a little slow. I don't know these people and I never asked for this. Obviously this is a joke that they did. And they proceeded to respond and said, you requested us to do this. And I said, what in the world are you talking about? No, I did not. And people were like, oh, you're lying. I was like, you were in the room with us, blah, blah, blah. And then today, well, no, 10 hours ago, they posted dude and they posted this, obviously photoshopped because I never DM'd them at all. Obviously as a Christian content creator and someone who represents the Bible and the Lord, I would never ask for anything like this ever. So I think this is just a smear campaign by SuperMega to try to get, people to see me as not a genuine Christian content creator or something like that. I don't know. But anyways, they post this clearly Photoshop made up text DM that says, hello, I'm a Christian content creator as part of the peanut verse, which I've never used that term. I hear you guys are responsible for the burnt peanut meme where his penis is exposed. Please make a version of the epic meme for the Faithful Sheriff. I never said this. I never even knew that these guys existed prior to yesterday when this post came out. Here's a picture of my real penis that you can use. Obviously, this is not me. Y'all have seen me. This person probably weighs about 170. I'm 300 pounds. Not proud of it, but that's how much I weigh. Obviously, I'm losing weight, but yeah, this is obviously not me. So this is obviously made up. I actually DM'd them, which I will show you the DMs right now. This is my first and only DMs with these people. As you can see, it's clear. It's 100% my first and only DMs on Twitter with these people.
Then he attaches these DMs to the video and it starts with him saying to SuperMega, are you for real? Why do you think I requested that? Why would I do that? Did someone contact you claiming to be me or something? I'm a Christian content creator. Why would I ask for that? I don't know who you talked to, but it wasn't me. This is my only X account and my official email is TheFaithfulSheriff@outlook.com. And I have a Discord, but that is not my primary mode of communication. If anyone contacted you outside of those channels, it was not me. Please take the post down immediately because being a Christian content creator, that is definitely not something I would ask for. Even though it did give me a laugh, it's highly inappropriate and detrimental to my mission. And then the clip continues.
So again, they posted this. It's a big fat lie. I did not ask for this. I would never ask for this ever. So they're just clearly trying to troll me and besmirch my image. If they keep doing it, I'll probably see if I can pursue some legal action for defamation because this is BS. They're like, oh, just as I was recording this, I don't know, they keep changing it. This was 10 hours ago. How come I'm just as I was recording this, they posted another message. We have a message from you right here. That's clearly not me. I have no idea what the hell they're talking about. So yeah, no idea what they're talking about. This isn't me. I never did this. They're lying. They're 100% lying. Hopefully they take it down. I don't know what their goal is, but clearly their goal is to troll me. And if they keep pursuing this, like I said, legal action will ensue. I would never ask for something like that. Have never asked for something like that. Will never ask for something like that. So SuperMega, keep doing it at your own risk.
And Strays your quote tweets the clip by saying, holy shit, this is so f***ing funny. He's so f***ing insecure about himself, it's insane. Imagine threatening legal action over someone putting a d on your VTuber model. And Sheriff quote tweets it by saying, I don't give a damn about the stupid avatar pic. It's them taking it too far by saying I actually requested it and even making up fake DMs that I have a problem with. Sarah quote tweets to the Faithful Sheriff's clip with this meme saying, you watching the Faithful Sheriff? His dingling falls out of his pants. And Palpa meme says, Sheriff, your little deputy is out. Babam tweets out, what is happening? Attaching a screenshot of Rubber Ross replying to the clip saying, to the Faithful Sheriff, it's okay man, don't be embarrassed to admit it. I actually think it's really cool to see creators like you commissioning art. And Ama Sponge replies, you're laughing. Chudful Chudnut is going to pursue legal action against the SuperMega. And you're laughing. It's Roman says, a Christian VTuber quote unquote got really butthurt about a joke SuperMega made of him. Started bringing up suing them for slander, therefore making him the funniest person to make fun of for the next month. Faithful Sheriff also tweets out more pictures here with the caption, even more proof that I did not ask SuperMega to make a pornographic meme. And it's a post by Goxian who says, why is his ad not visible? Highlighting another DM, showing that if the DMs were real, it would show the ads below Faithful Sheriff. And then he just attaches the difference between the two DMs. And Are You Sure replies, you need to stop. Just admit you requested it, as lying is sinful. Your proof isn't enough. And King Jar Jar quote tweets the Faithful Sheriff by saying, bro, you literally call it my picture. You absolutely asked SuperMega to make that pictures for you. Attaching this clip.
What happened? Someone tell me. Well, I was showing people the message on Twitter, and on the right, it shows you like, I don't know, recommendations, and it showed my picture unedited right there, and that's what happened. But yeah, anyways,
not to mention you flashed your picture to your child audience on Twitch, and Aeon Tars replies proof, showing a screenshot from Faithful Sheriff's stream, where Faithful Sheriff here is going over the allegations, that showing the @ not being on the other one, the message by SuperMega, but this being his real messages. And over here on the right, there is a reply of the image by Charlie with the caption, "Hello, the girthy sheriff." Shout out to our tier 3 members, internet representatives Kiko, Sal Salad, Coldest Bandito, Captain Crash Out, Papa Gut, Dear Boy, and the Noobster. Thank you guys so much for the support, and I'll see you all in the next episode.